Okay guys, so today we are looking at direct proportion. Now direct proportion simply means that as one variable gets bigger, then so does the other variable, okay, or so does the other thing. An example of this might be wages and hours worked. So you'd expect that the amount of wages you receive would increase when the amount of hours that you work increase. Okay? Now, we can represent this relationship mathematically, okay, with this little symbol here. Now, this little symbol here simply means directly proportional to. So if you see this, it means y is directly proportional to x. As one of these variables gets bigger, the other variable will get bigger as well. There is a link between these two variables, okay? There is a multiplicative relationship, which means that if you know one of those variables, you can multiply by something to get the other variable, and what you multiply by will always be the same number for that relationship. So you can rewrite this as y is equal to kx. Y is equal to something multiplied by x. Examples of what these sorts of direct proportion equations would look like are shown here. Now in all four of these examples, in all four of these equations, if x gets bigger, y must get bigger as well. Okay? If x is 1, y must be 10, because 10 times 1 is 10. If x is 3, y must be 30. 10 times 3 is 30. X has got bigger, y has got bigger. Okay, and that's the same for all four of these. Now, if we just move those out of the way, and we're going to look at an example of what you might be asked to do with this. Okay, so the question given here is y and x are directly proportional when y is equal to 18, x is equal to 2. Write an equation for this. So we start off with writing out that y is proportional to x mathematically, as we've done just there. And then we turn it into this equation. Y is equal to kx. Y is equal to something multiplied by x. And now we need to find out the value of x. Okay? Now we are told that when y is 18, x is 2. So let's substitute these values in. You know that when y is 18, x is equal to 2, or something multiplied by 2 has to give us 18, which means that k is equal to 9. This means that I can write an equation connecting y and x. And that equation is y is equal to 9x. If x is 2, 9x is 18, and that is what y is, okay? So that is how you would write an equation showing the direct proportion between two variables. So I'm just going to leave that there for a few more seconds. What I want you to do now, guys, is I want you to attempt to do this yourself for this question, okay? I'll need you to pause the video now and have a go at this, and then I'm going to reveal the working and the answer so you can check that you've done it correctly, okay? So, pause now and have a go at it. Okay guys, you should have had a go at this now. So this is what your working will look like. You write down the initial statement, y is directly proportional to x. You then write it out as an equation, y is equal to something multiplied by x. You substitute in your two values that you're given, so when y is 24, x is 3, which tells us that k must be 8, which means your equation is y is equal to 8x. Now guys, I need you to now look at this next question, okay? And have a go at this one. So pause the video now, please. Okay guys, hopefully you've had a go at that and you've clicked play. Here is the working. So again, the same sort of process. You write down your statement, you write it down as an equation, you substitute in your y's and your x's, you find out what your constant is, what your multiplier is, which is k, and that's 4 in this case, and then you rewrite your equation having replaced k with what you know it to be. Okay? So just have a look at the working. I'm going to show you the working of the previous question as well, so you can just double check that one again. Now please have a go at the questions that have been set.